The courtroom doors swung open with a bang that echoed like a gunshot, and Otto Harper stumbled out into the blinding sunlight, his wrists raw from the handcuffs that had just been removed. He was free, but the word tasted like ash in his mouth. Free after 6 months in jail for a crime he didn't commit, planted drugs in his apartment courtesy of his own flesh and blood. As he shielded his eyes, the first face he saw was his lawyer's, grinning like he'd won the lottery. But Otto knew the real victory had come from a dead man's foresight. His grandfather's will, a fortress against the family's bigotry. Otto had always known his family was a powder keg, but he never imagined they'd light the fuse themselves. Growing up in the affluent suburbs of Chicago, the Harpers were the picture of Midwestern perfection. Church on Sundays, barbecues in the backyard, and a family business that kept the money flowing. His father, Robert, ran Harper Logistics with an iron fist, expecting his sons to fall in line. Otto's older brother, Mike, did just that, marrying young and pumping out grandkids. But Otto, he was the quiet one, the artist who preferred sketching cityscapes over spreadsheets. And then there was the secret he'd buried deep. His love for men, a truth that simmered beneath the surface until it boiled over. It started innocently enough, or so Otto thought. At 25, fresh out of art school, he met Jordan at a gallery opening in the Loop. Jordan was everything Otto wasn't. Confident, outspoken, with a laugh that cut through the noise like sunlight through fog. They talked for hours about abstract expressionism, shared a cab home, and by the end of the week, Otto was in love. For the first time, he felt seen, not as the disappointing son, but as himself. They kept it low-key at first, stolen weekends in Jordan's tiny apartment, whispers of forever amid the chaos of city life. But secrets have a way of unraveling. One Sunday dinner, Otto's phone buzzed with a text from Jordan, a heart emoji popping up on the screen just as his mother, Elaine, glanced over. Her eyes narrowed, and though she said nothing then, the questions started soon after. Why no girlfriend, Otto? You're not getting any younger. His father's gruff voice joined in. Focus on the business, son. Distractions will ruin you. Mike, ever the golden child, smirked knowingly. Otto brushed it off, but the pressure built like a storm cloud. Then came the confrontation. It was a rainy Tuesday evening when Robert called him into the study. We know, Otto, his father said, voice low and venomous. About you and that man. Otto's heart plummeted. How? A private investigator, it turned out, hired by the family to protect him from himself. Photos were slammed on the desk. Him and Jordan holding hands in a park, kissing under streetlights. This isn't who we are, Elaine sobbed. Think of the family name. Mike stood behind them, arms crossed, his face a mask of disgust. You're embarrassing us all. Otto pleaded, explained, begged for understanding. I love him. This is me. But love was no match for their worldview. Robert issued an ultimatum. End it or lose everything: job, inheritance, family. Otto walked out that night, rain soaking him to the bone, choosing Jordan over the cage they'd built for him. The betrayal came swiftly. 2 weeks later, police raided Otto's apartment. They found cocaine in his dresser, enough to charge him with possession and intent to distribute. He swore it wasn't his. Hell, he'd never touched the stuff. But the evidence was damning. Jordan stood by him through the arrest, the bail hearing, but the trial loomed like a guillotine. Otto's family testified against him, painting him as the black sheep, unstable, a liability. He's been acting erratically since he came out, Mike said on the stand, his words a knife twist. In jail, Otto unraveled. Nights were endless, filled with echoes of shouts and sobs. He questioned everything, his choices, his identity, the love that had led him here. Letters from Jordan kept him afloat, promises of a future beyond bars. But doubt crept in. Was this worth it? The isolation gnawed at him, forcing him to confront the fractures in his soul. He'd always been the pleaser, the one who swallowed his truths to keep peace. Now, stripped bare, he saw the cost of silence. His lawyer, a sharp-witted woman named Clara, dug deeper. "Your grandfather's will," she said during a visit. Elias Harper, the family patriarch, had died 5 years earlier, leaving a trust that Otto only vaguely remembered. But Clara uncovered clauses, protections against disinheritance based on personal lifestyle choices, a veiled safeguard Elias had inserted, suspecting his son's narrow-mindedness. Elias had been a quiet ally, once confiding in Otto about his own regrets over a life unlived. As the trial progressed, Clara presented the will, arguing motive for framing. The family denied it, of course. Robert's face flushed with rage, Elaine weeping theatrical tears. But the jury saw through the facade. Acquittal came on a crisp autumn day, but freedom felt hollow. Otto stepped out, Jordan waiting with open arms, but the scars ran deep. Walking away from the courthouse, Otto glanced back at his family clustered on the steps, their faces a mix of defeat and defiance. He felt no triumph, only a profound sadness. The will had saved him legally, but emotionally, that battle was just beginning. Otto and Jordan's reunion was bittersweet, a tangle of relief and unresolved pain in the dim light of Jordan's apartment. "I thought I'd lost you," Jordan whispered, pulling him close. But Otto pulled back, eyes haunted. "They tried to destroy me because of us. How do we move forward?" The days blurred into a haze of therapy sessions and job hunts. Otto couldn't return to Harper Logistics. Robert had made that clear with a severance check and a cold email. "You're no longer welcome." Money from the trust trickled in, enough to survive, but the emotional void gaped wide. Nights, Otto woke screaming from dreams of jail cells and judgmental stares. Jordan was patient, but cracks formed. "Talk to me, Otto. Don't shut me out." Socially, the fallout was brutal. Friends from the old life ghosted him, whispers of drug scandal lingering despite the acquittal. At a local LGBT center, Otto found tentative community, sharing his story in group sessions. "My family framed me," he confessed one evening, voice cracking. The room fell silent, then erupted in empathy. A man named Theo, with kind eyes and a similar tale of rejection, became a friend. "Family isn't blood," Theo said. "It's who stands by you." But blood ties pulled like gravity. Elaine called sporadically, tearful voicemails begging forgiveness. "We were scared for you, honey." Otto deleted them, but each one chipped at his resolve. Mike was different. Aggressive texts accusing him of ruining the family reputation. "Grandpa's will was a mistake. You don't deserve a dime." Robert remained silent, a looming shadow. One afternoon, Otto met Theo for coffee in Wrigleyville. "Why not confront them?" Theo urged. "Get closure." Otto hesitated, but the idea took root. He needed answers to understand the depths of their betrayal. Jordan supported it, though worry etched his face. "Be careful. They hurt you once." The family home loomed like a monument to hypocrisy, manicured lawn hiding rot within. Robert answered the door, surprise flickering before hardening. "What do you want?" Otto stepped inside, heart pounding. "The truth. Why drugs? Why frame your own son?" The living room confrontation unfolded like a storm. Elaine hovered, wringing hands. Mike lounged on the couch, smirking. Robert paced. "You were destroying us," he spat. "The business, clients asking questions after those photos leaked. We had to discredit you, make it seem like your choices led to bad decisions." Otto's blood boiled. "Choices? Loving Jordan is a choice, but framing me for felony is what? Moral high ground." Elaine interjected. "We thought it'd scare you straight, force you to get help." Mike laughed bitterly. "Help for being gay? Yeah, right. It was about the inheritance. Grandpa's will tied our hands." The revelation hit like a punch. The framing was dual purpose. Discredit Otto's sexuality and challenge the will's validity by proving instability. But Elias had anticipated that with ironclad language. "You failed," Otto said, voice steady. "And now? What?" Robert's facade cracked. "We were wrong. But society. It's not ready." Otto saw the fear beneath the anger. Robert's own buried secrets. Perhaps. "Society changes," Otto replied. "Families should too." Leaving, Otto felt lighter, but the wound festered. Back home, Jordan waited. "How'd it go?" Otto recounted, ending with, "They apologized, sort of. But it's not enough." Jordan nodded, but tension simmered. "You've been distant since jail. Is it me?" The argument erupted. Otto accused Jordan of not understanding the trauma. Jordan countered that Otto was letting family poison their love. "Fight for us," Jordan yelled. Otto stormed out, wandering Chicago's streets, mind racing. Was he sabotaging happiness out of fear? He ended up at the lakefront, waves crashing like his thoughts. A call from Clara interrupted. The families contesting the will again. New angle, emotional distress. Otto sighed. The battle wasn't over. That night, reconciled with Jordan in a tearful embrace, Otto vowed to fight. But doubts lingered. Could love survive such siege? The legal skirmish reignited old flames of resentment. Clara warned Otto. They're claiming the framing was a misguided intervention, not malice, seeking to nullify the trust. Otto laughed hollowly. Misguided? It was calculated cruelty. Jordan squeezed his hand. "We'll beat them." Discovery unearthed more dirt. Emails between Robert and a shady contact about planting the drugs. Clara subpoenaed them, turning the tide. But the process dragged, each deposition a reliving of trauma. Otto faced his family across conference tables, their eyes avoiding his. Elaine broke first, admitting under oath. "We thought we were saving him from himself." Society's gaze amplified the pain. Local news picked up the story. Wealthy family accused of framing gay son. Comments online ranged from supportive to vile. Bigots cheering the Harpers, allies decrying homophobia. Otto's art suffered. His brushes lay idle, inspiration drowned in anxiety. Theo became a lifeline, introducing Otto to activism. At a pride event in Boys Town, Otto spoke publicly for the first time. "My family tried to erase me because I'm gay. But I'm here, fighting back." The crowd cheered, but inside, Otto wrestled with imposter syndrome. Was he a victim or a survivor? Jordan's patience wore thin. His job as a graphic designer demanded travel, leaving Otto alone with his demons. One night, after a heated call, Jordan confessed, "I feel like I'm competing with your past." Otto promised change, but actions lagged. He skipped therapy, buried in legal prep. The turning point came at a family mediation. Robert, looking aged, offered a settlement. Drop the countersuit, take a lump sum, sever ties. "For peace," he said. Mike nodded eagerly. Elaine pleaded with eyes. Otto considered it. The exhaustion was bone deep. But glancing at Jordan outside the room, he saw the cost. Accepting would validate their bigotry. "No," Otto declared. "You pay for what you did, legally and emotionally." Robert's face twisted. "You're choosing that life over family?" Otto stood tall. "That life is my life. Family chose hate." The aftermath was silence from the Harpers, but ripples spread. Mike's wife left him, citing his role in the framing as the final straw. Elaine sought therapy, sending a tentative letter. "I want to understand." Robert retreated into work, the business suffering from bad press. Otto threw himself into art, channeling pain into canvases of fractured families and resilient love. A gallery show loomed, his first since the ordeal. Jordan helped cure it, their bond strengthening through shared purpose. But betrayal lurked anew. Theo confessed feelings one evening over drinks. "I've fallen for you, Otto." Shocked, Otto rebuffed gently. "I love Jordan." But the seed of doubt planted. Was he truly happy, or clinging to the familiar? Jordan found out through a misplaced text, leading to the biggest fight yet. "Am I just your safety net?" he accused. Otto denied, but the argument escalated, words like weapons. Jordan packed a bag. "I need space." Alone again, Otto confronted his reflection. The man who'd survived jail, family war, but risked losing love through inaction. He decided to chase Jordan, but a call from Clara interrupted. "Trial date set. This ends soon." As Otto prepared, he pondered the moral maze. Forgiveness versus justice, love versus self-preservation. The climax approached, decisions weighing heavy. The trial courtroom buzzed with tension, a far cry from Otto's acquittal months earlier. This time, he was the plaintiff suing for defamation, emotional distress, and conspiracy. The Harpers sat stone-faced, their high-powered lawyer spinning tales of parental concern gone awry. Clara dismantled it piece by piece, presenting evidence of the framing plot. Otto took the stand, voice steady despite churning guts. "They didn't just frame me. They tried to erase who I am." Cross-examination was brutal. "Isn't it true you were unstable before the arrest?" The defense sneered. Otto countered. "Unstable because of their rejection, yes." Jordan watched from the gallery, their space a fragile truce. He'd returned after a week, but walls remained. "Prove you're all in," he'd said. Otto was trying date nights, open talks, but trust frayed. Mid-trial, a bombshell. Robert's former assistant testified, revealing overheard conversations about teaching Otto a lesson. The jury shifted, sympathy tilting. Elaine crumbled on the stand, sobbing apologies. "I love my son. I was wrong." Mike, defiant, claimed ignorance, but emails proved otherwise. Outside court, paparazzi swarmed. Otto shielded Jordan, but the exposure strained. "This is our life now?" Jordan muttered. Otto nodded grimly. "Until it's over." Social pressure mounted. Conservative groups rallied for the Harpers, decrying attack on family values. LGBT organizations countered with vigils. Otto a reluctant icon. Theo organized one, but Otto declined, speaking, "I'm tired of being a symbol." Internally, Otto battled ethics. Suing family felt like betrayal, yet necessary for accountability. Nights, he journaled. "Is vengeance justice or poison?" Jordan read one entry, softening. "You're not vengeful. You're seeking truth." The verdict came swiftly, guilty on all counts. Damages awarded, enough to secure Otto's future, plus punitive to sting. Robert's face ashen, Elaine weeping, Mike furious. Otto felt no joy, only closure's hollow echo. Post-trial, the family splintered. Robert sold the business, retiring in disgrace. Elaine divorced him, moving to a small apartment, reaching out sporadically. Mike cut ties, blaming Otto. Otto and Jordan relocated to New York, a fresh start. Otto's art flourished, exhibitions drawing crowds. But success unearthed new conflicts. Jordan's career stalled, resentment brewing. "You're thriving while I'm stuck," he admitted one night. The argument peaked at a gallery opening. Jordan accused Otto of selfishness. Otto fired back about sacrifices. "I went to jail for us." Guests whispered, the scene a public humiliation. Jordan left that night, for good this time. "I love you, but this pain, it's too much." Otto begged, but the door closed. Devastated, Otto spiraled. Therapy helped unpack, his identity tied to struggle, sabotaging peace. Theo reappeared, offering friendship turning romantic. Otto hesitated, rebound or real. He chose solitude first, traveling, reflecting. In San Francisco, amid fog-shrouded hills, he awoke to possibility. Life beyond trauma. But echoes remained. A letter from Elaine. "Can we try again?" Otto pondered the cost of forgiveness. New York swallowed Otto whole. Its relentless energy a balm and a curse. His studio in Brooklyn overlooked the East River. Canvases stacked like unresolved questions. Art became therapy, pieces selling for figures that stunned him. But success rang hollow without Jordan. Months passed in a blur of openings and isolation. Theo visited often, their friendship deepening. "You're healing," Theo observed. Otto nodded, but nights brought dreams of Jordan's laugh, the family home's warmth before it turned cold. Elaine's outreach persisted: cards, calls, a plea to meet. "I've joined a support group for parents of LGBTQ kids," she wrote. Skeptical, Otto agreed to coffee in Chicago during a visit. The cafe hummed with normalcy. Elaine aged but earnest. "I was blind, Otto. Fear ruled me." Tears flowed as she recounted therapy, regrets over Robert's influence. "Mike's still angry, but I'm done with hate." Otto listened, anger thawing. "You framed me, Mom. That's not fear. That's cruelty." She nodded. "I own it. Can you forgive?" He didn't answer then, but seeds planted. Back in New York, Theo confessed again. "Give us a chance." Otto, lonely, agreed to a date. It was easy, shared laughs, understanding glances. But Jordan lingered like a ghost. Fate intervened. Jordan emailed, "Saw your show. Proud of you." Heart racing, Otto replied, arranging a meet in Central Park. Autumn leaves crunched underfoot as they faced each other. "I miss you," Jordan admitted. "But the drama, it broke us." Otto poured out growth, therapy, boundaries. "I pushed you away out of fear." Jordan hesitated. "I've been seeing someone." The blow landed hard, but Otto understood. "Be happy," he said, hugging goodbye. The encounter awakened him. He ended things with Theo gently. "You're amazing, but I'm not ready." Theo understood, remaining friends. Confronting Robert was next. A nursing home in the suburbs, Robert frail from a stroke. "Didn't expect you," he rasped. Otto sat. "Why, Dad? Really, why?" Robert sighed. "Pride. Legacy. I was wrong." No apology, but admission enough. Otto left with mixed peace. Society's lens shifted too. Otto's story inspired a documentary, Amplifying Voices. He spoke at events, advocating for queer rights, family reconciliation. But moral quandaries haunted. Had he traded personal healing for public role? Mike reached out unexpectedly, voice broken. Wife left, kids distant. "Your fault." Otto corrected. "Our choice's fault." A tentative lunch followed, brothers unpacking decades of rivalry. "Jealous of your freedom," Mike confessed. Otto saw parallels, Mike trapped in expectations too. Healing rippled. Elaine visited New York, meeting Theo platonically. "Proud of you," she said. Otto forgave piecemeal, boundaries firm. Love bloomed anew with a gallery curator named Liam. Slow, steady, no drama. "This feels right," Otto thought. But reflections lingered. The costs paid, lessons learned. Was it worth it? As years unfolded, Otto's life wove a tapestry of redemption and lingering shadows. His art evolved, themes shifting from fracture to fusion. Families rebuilt, loves reclaimed. New York's pulse matched his renewed vigor, Liam a constant anchor. "You're my calm," Liam said. Their home a sanctuary of books and brushes. Family ties mended unevenly. Elaine became a fixture, holidays shared cautiously. "Grandma's learning rainbows," Otto joked. Mike thawed, his kids calling Otto uncle. Curiosity bridging gaps. Robert passed quietly, his will amended to affirm Otto's inheritance fully, a final atonement. Socially, Otto's advocacy grew. He founded a foundation for queer youth rejected by families, channeling funds from his lawsuit win. Stories poured in, teens framed, disowned, mirroring his. "You're not alone," he told them, voice of experience. But awakenings came with costs. Jordan married his partner. A wedding invite Otto declined politely. "Happy for you," he wrote, meaning it. Theo found love elsewhere, their friendship enduring. Internally, Otto grappled with morality's gray. Had framing been a catalyst for growth? Without it, would he have broken free? Therapy unpacked. Trauma forged resilience, but at what price? Don't romanticize pain, his therapist warned. A pivotal moment. A panel discussion on family dynamics in queer communities. Otto shared, "My family betrayed me, but I chose not to betray myself." Questions flew. Forgiveness debated. One attendee challenged, "They committed a crime."
Why reconcile?
Otto pondered, "Holding hate hurts me more." Life's rhythm steadied, but echoes of decisions resounded. Liam proposed on a rooftop, city lights twinkling. "Yes," Otto said, tears of joy. The wedding was intimate. Elaine walking him down the aisle, Mike toasting awkwardly. Absent ghosts, Robert, Jordan, old pains. In quiet moments, Otto reflected on the journey. From shock of arrest to Will's salvation, confrontations to healings. Actions had prices. Jail's isolation bought freedom. Lawsuits' stress yielded justice. Lost love paved new paths. Society evolved too. Laws protecting against discrimination, attitudes shifting. But prejudices lingered, reminding Otto of battles unfinished. As he stood on his balcony, Liam's arm around him, Otto whispered thanks to Elias's ghost. The will hadn't just protected money. It safeguarded his right to be. Yet, the core question burned. In the face of betrayal, is forgiveness a strength or a surrender? What do you think? Was Otto right to forgive, or should he have cut ties forever?